Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be playing Dress to Impress in the master servers as always for these videos. So this week I didn't have much time to play, but I did manage to collect at least 6 outfits to edit for this video. I usually play a lot more and I just choose, the best ones in my opinion. But I really hope you find these ones interesting as well, even though some of them are a little bit repetitive, like things that you've already seen from me. But anyway, I really hope you like them. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more content from me. And without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for the first theme for this video we have Hollywood. So for this one I wanted to go for a vintage type of look, like very feminine, but very formal kind of, and I really wanted to play with black and gold. So I chose this face. She's very pale, as you can see, and I really like it because I think she reminds of a little bit of an old kind of movie star, like kind of black and white, like a little bit 20s, a little bit 30s or so. Anyway, I think you get what I mean. So yeah, this is where I was choosing the dresses. At the beginning I wanted to go for a very straight line kind of look, like the silhouette to be very flat and straight, but then I started adding things and I was like, okay, I want to make this a little bit more interesting. This is where I also added the skirt, the moon gazer skirt, the trail, and I think it made it much more interesting like that. So yeah, I'm glad I made that choice. I'm also using a lot this Jenny dress lately because I really like the bow under the chest, and I think it gives a really nice detail. So yeah, I don't think it layers that well with some items, but still I try to make it work sometimes. I also really enjoy using hats and making them smaller and kind of rotating them. I know I'm late to this party. I know that everyone has already done this already, but it's new for me, so I'm enjoying it. So as I said, I'm going for a black with gold kind of theme mostly, and again I wanted to play around with the new patterns. I think the new patterns in general are so beautiful and we have so much variety now, and they're so detailed, like it's crazy. So yeah, this is the color palette is pretty simple actually, but I think because the patterns are very detailed, they make this look more interesting, because in general, like as you can see, the silhouette is like pretty simple, the color palette is pretty simple, but if you combine these items and these patterns in a nice way, you make an interesting kind of look. So yeah, I was searching around to see if I wanted to add anything more, collecting some cash. So I added this as a detail that I really love. And I got first place for this one. Really happy with the outcome, and the votes were really good. I tied with second, which was also amazing. So yeah. Okay, next theme is Toxic Wasteland. I usually flop this theme because the stereotypical color palette has neon greens in it, and I have tried a lot with neon greens, but I'm really bad with neon colors and the very bright colors. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to do this in my style. So I kind of tried to keep more muted greens and browns in this look, and I want to play around with the hair a little bit because I remembered we have some hair that we can texture, and I was like, okay, this is, you know, a good opportunity to play with these. And I also want to play with some male hair, as you can see here. In general, playing with different kind of styles with the hair. Now with how's it called, the item adjustment feature, I think it makes the looks more unique. As you can see, I'm searching for what bangs to use, and yeah, so okay, here I wanted to choose some items. I wanted to make it detailed, but have kind of a, you know, dystopian weathered kind of look. And the thing that came to my mind very quickly while I was working on her is that they could very easily be an NPC, like in a video game, where you are like in a kind of toxic wasteland, actually, like in a dystopian lore, let's say. And she's kind of an NPC that she's kind, you know, a mutant of some sort, from the toxicity, let's say, and she gives you quests or something. So I don't know, like, this is what I had in my mind pretty much. As you can see, I'm starting to color very late, so I'm trying to rush. I get this thing lately so much, like I just choose items. I'm indecisive with the hair, I'm indecisive with the face, I lose so much time in other stuff. And when it comes to coloring, my cat wants to go out, I'm sorry if you can hear her, but yeah, when it comes to coloring, I just rush it so bad sometimes, and it bothers me because I just love the coloring stage and choosing patterns. Yeah, I'll try to get better at it. I hope until I reach top model, I'll manage. I'll actually try to get better in my time management. But overall, it came out pretty cohesive. And I got first place in this one again. Really happy. I didn't expect it. Actually, the person in second place, we tied, but I think they should be first on the podium, honestly. But yeah. So next theme is favorite item, and I've done this theme like many times, and I always use my favorite item. They are the boots, the skull kind of thigh-high boots. As you know, if you've seen my old videos, I was obsessed with this at some point. I was wearing them all the time, but this time in this kind of round, I decided not to just add the boots, but add, many items that I really like, and the boots as well, of course. But I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna add, all my favorite items, and I'm gonna style them somehow. I don't know how, but I'm gonna do it. So this is how this started. I was just adding items that I really like, and I was like, okay, I'll figure it out. I don't care. As you can see, I'm just going in circles, like trying to find the things I want to add and how to layer them. It was getting crazy, and this is where I thought, okay, you know what, I'm gonna add some patterns I really like as well. So of course I used a kind of muted color palette, but because I really like this new purple pattern that you can see here, I wanted to add it as an accent, kind of as an extra color. So here, as you can see, again, you'll see that I'm very indecisive with the way I add my colors and my patterns, especially with this new Brazilian set. I'm not sure which toggle takes pattern and which doesn't. I mean, I'm not, familiar with this item yet. So, and because it was underneath the blouse and everything, I couldn't understand what I'm coloring and how to approach it. So I'm gonna get back to it like a couple of times, which is, really funny. But yeah, I think I managed to color it okay in the end, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, again, black and white, a lot of black and white, and bright color, a lot of browns again. This is classic for me, as you know, but I really like the pop of purple there. So in the end, I think that this outfit came out a little bit messier than I like them to be, but still, I think it came out pretty nice. Adding a little bit more since I have more time here, and again I'm trying to see the colors in the Brazilian set, but the time is up. Okay, so third place for this one. Pretty nice. I really like the podium here, and I like the votes as well, as you can see. Really, really good server, this one. Okay, the next one is favorite singer, but because I think this is a kind of a bug in the game. Sometimes it gives you a theme, and after a theme it gives you the same theme again. So in this server we have already done this theme, and we were like, okay guys, we're not gonna do this again, let's freestyle. So we just freestyled. So this outfit is a freestyle, and I think we're getting more and more freestyles in my videos, which, I'm not very happy about it, because I like to show you how I approach each theme usually, but because I really like the way this came out, I wanted to share it with you. Again, as you can see, I'm trying to style the Jenny dress here. I don't know why, like, suddenly I just wanted to use this dress more. I'm not sure, but I just felt like it and I did it. So yeah. So here I want to go for a cute kind of but stylish look, and this face, I reworked this face and I really like the way she came out, so I really wanted to use her. And this is where I wanted to play with some blues and pinks and blacks and whites, and these type of color palettes, I think I like them so much. I like the black and white with pops of colors in various areas, and yeah, as you can see, I'm playing around. I changed the patterns, the colors a little bit in some areas, and I changed the texture. I add glitter, I add silk, I play around. I really like when we're freestyling, I really like to also experiment a little bit, I'm using items and color palettes I like and patterns, but I also enjoy experimenting in that, while using this. Whatever, you understand what I mean. Of course, I couldn't resist adding these boots. As you can see, I'm trying to balance where the colors are, where the blacks and where the whites are. And here, I just realized that I forgot to color the bag and the hat. which was really funny because I had so much time, but I kind of forgot about them for some reason. I don't know. I'm really glad I added the choker as well there. I finally colored the beret. And I got second place in this one. Again, the podium is just amazing. I don't know, this was such a good server, and again the votes are really good. So yeah, I was really happy with the way this one came out. She's so cute. Next theme is Club. I don't remember ever having this theme again, honestly, and I wanted to do like a very sassy kind of girl, like dressed up like in her night out mini dress or something. And for some reason I felt like using red hair for her, which I don't usually do, but I just felt like it for this one. I felt she's very a feisty girl, kind of. I have to say, I just love these Robux items that they came with the bags. I don't know, they're so beautiful, and I don't know, the way they sit on the arms and everything, and the chest is so beautiful. So yeah, as you can see, I'm going for a night out kind of look, obviously. Not much to say here, it's pretty simple, but I'm trying to accessorize it a little bit to make it more interesting. This kind of witch bolero, I love it. Even if I have used an item with long sleeves, I love adding it on top because it layers so in such a cool way. It clips in a nice way, so you can pattern these two different items with different patterns, and it gives so much detail. Also, the little top that I added in the end, I'm also enjoying it a lot lately. It's an old item that I used to use a lot, and lately I have fallen again in love with it. So yeah, I really like the way it layers. I was struggling a little bit with the hat because I was like, okay, how do I like it more? Like rotate it here, rotate it there, but yeah, so I changed it a couple of times. You'll see me again playing with it later on. For the patterns, as you can see, it's a combination that I use a lot, so I don't have much to say. This is like a color palette that is very classic for me. I use these combinations, these kind of patterns, these kind of colors. I use them a lot. So yeah, in the end I removed my favorite boots because I thought they didn't fit the look here. I'm very proud that I did this. No more time to play with a hat here. Wow! So I came third in this one. Really happy. I didn't really expect it, to be honest. The votes are a little bit lower, but I think that the players were less now. Many people left, so it makes sense, honestly. Okay, so for the next theme is prisoner or cop. At the beginning I was thinking to do a cop, kind of, very feminine, very sexy kind of, but then I remembered I had this face that I had done for a voodoo kind of theme, voodoo witch kind of theme that I wanted to have, and I just changed the eyes and I was like, okay, maybe she has, facial tattoos or something, and like she looks very intimidating. Look at her. I mean, I think this fitted very well for this theme. So yeah, played around with the hair a little bit. I also wanted them to look intimidating as well, and this is what I'm using for the first time, this kind of hoodie shirt, top. I don't know how is it called exactly, and I really liked it for this. Of course I'm adding accessories, and here I didn't want to add the baggy kind of pants that are the stereotype for this theme for the prisoners, because I wanted to add more details on the legs, and I wanted to keep the silhouette baggy on the top mostly. So yeah, this was a good excuse to use the band-aids. It's been a while since I used this, so it was nice to see them again. I really like it whenever it's been a while since I used an item, or I use an item for the first time and it fits the theme, or the way the way I'm layering it, or the way I'm combining it with the rest of the items. And there's such a joy when it works. You have such a joy in you when it works, because you don't know how to use this item if you don't use it a lot. So yeah, I mean, I'm rambling now, I'm saying silly stuff, sorry guys. So for the color palette, of course, I did the classic orange outfit, but I wanted to add some blacks, some browns, of course, here and there. So for the ribbons and the legs, I added the leather texture and I made them brown. It's like, kind of to give her a little bit of an edgy kind of look. And the band-aids, I kept them pretty dark, really, because I didn't like them colored. So yeah, I feel that I should have added a little bit more detail on the head, and I can't remember if I added earrings, or I could have added a choker or something. Let me see if I add something here. Oh, I added some chains. Okay, but I think she could have a little bit more detail. And I came second in this one. Really happy. There were some really nice outfits and more detail than mine. So yeah, really pleased with that. I also saw a subscriber again, and she was sending kisses and love hearts to me, so I sent her some back. So much fun. Alright everyone, that was all I had for you today. I really hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys!